Alright, so moving on to some Fallout discussion. It's what is fresh out of the fryer for this week, of course, and so we've all been playing.
Yeah.
We have all been playing a lot, and so I'll just start by saying we will have a Year Nah, which is our 30-second review of Fallout up on the channel this week, so you can check that out. And we will talk about kind of our overall experience there, but we thought we might dive deeper into some specific things during this chat today.
Should we spoiler warning here, or should we?
Yeah.
We'll just say spoilers.
spoilers.
We'll just say, because like anything can be a spoiler.
Yeah.
The motivation for the guy or girl the character that you're playing as could be a spoiler to someone who knows nothing about the
True.
story.
I didn't know that was going to be stories.
Yeah, exactly. So there is going to be a spoiler warning because we may inadvertently mention something that you could think of as a spoiler.
But specifically what we're going to cover was the way we started playing the game, our settlement building thus far, and our kind of thoughts around companions and characters. So there shouldn't be too many long game story spoilers.
We may mention the start of the story, which
most
could
likely.
spoil the start of the story for you.
Yeah.
Let's get it out of the way now.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, so you go into the vault and your vault is killed.
Yep.
So instead of being like a nice vault where you're there to live, they freeze everyone.
Yeah, it's a cryogen.
Without
It's
anyone knowing.
testing.
Yeah.
At some point along the line, things seem to I don't know what happens yet because I haven't got that far in the story. But the vault, I assume, gets taken over by someone else that's not supposed to take it over.
Yeah,
Probably,
something happens, something malfunctions, everyone slowly comes out of cryogenesis, they take your baby, they kill your wife,
Or your husband.
or husband,
And we have husbands.
We have husbands.
and then you freeze again for a moment and then come to and escape.
Right.
That's the story, that's the start.
There we go.
Game over,
Spoiled for you.
It's all done.
Yeah.
We've got that out of the way.
Cool.
Yeah,
so,
you leave and you get killed by roaches.
So so you need to find your infant son.
Yes.
Your son.
Your infant son. Can it be a daughter?
No.
No,
It's always
no.
John.
It's always a son.
I was just going to say, because I don't know if he's infant or not.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, as far as the character's concerned.
And to
infant
be
son.
honest,
The
I still
character's
don't
got
really
an
know.
Yeah.
Things have been told to me, but you still don't really know. You're still
Right,
like,
so-
is that true?
You play as a character that escapes the vault, trying to find his son, and then just forgets about it and decides to just run run half the country
It
basically.
collects
Yeah.
so much stuff.
Yeah.
So much stuff becomes more important.
He's got a
Making
major
guns.
hoarding problem.
You become the Surface Institute.
So it's what, 200 years have passed since he was originally frozen?
The world's been destroyed, so he
He's
left the
been
world.
wiped out.
Yeah, and that doesn't bother him. No, he's
Not
fine.
at
with that.
all.
No, he's all good.
Giant
Yeah, she's
bad
pretty
roaches.
unfazed.
He's
Whatever.
Unfazed.
Yeah.
What the hell are Mirelurks?
Mm.
They're coming out.
I don't know.
Oh, you haven't come across
Come across
Mirelurks?
one.
No.
Oh,
Ah.
well, that'll fall out there as well, so.
Yeah. But I mean, like, this character's never seen a Mirelurk before in his
Yeah.
life. Wouldn't you freak out? Wouldn't you freak out a little bit?
I just
With
like
the
how he gets out of the
Yes.
vault. The same day, he's like, oh, yeah, I'll go help that town. Same day, he gets out of the vault. He's like, whatever, I'll better get on with it.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't even sit down. Like, he doesn't take a break.
My guy sits down. Every time there's a chair, I'm like, my character deserves to
Oh
sit
god,
down.
really? Because there's a lot of cheers.
Maybe not every time. But then every now and then I'll be like, he's travelled a bit, he deserves a bit of a sit down, a bit of a rest.
I feel like at one point, like early on in the story, I kind of got to Sanctuary and started building out the town. I feel like this is like 3 days after he gets out of the vault. He's just kind of standing there like, I've done good work here. And he's like, he's into his life again. He's like, everyone's dead, but you know,
okay.
I'm pretty much the mayor of my 8-man city. You know?
Exactly.
So it's turned out well for me.
So is that what you did? You got out of the vault and you went to Sanctuary and started helping?
Okay, so serious, how I played it now. I went into the game and I said, I'm going to play the game as it was intended. I'm not going to read anything online. I'm not going to talk to anyone about it.
Did you watch many trailers?
I'd seen the trailers.
Yeah.
But I was like, I want the game to explain to me how to play it.
Sure.
And to be honest, I found it unplayable doing that. The game just doesn't give you enough information to play it well. And
Have you not gotten to the story part where they explain things a bit more?
No,
You're
wasn't
talking
there.
about gameplay mechanics though.
I'm
or
talking about
actual
gameplay mechanics, like how to level up, like how to even. Like I remember I died to red roaches, like straight out the gate because like
You didn't have a weapon for ages.
I know.
I didn't
Yeah,
have
we-
I skipped. I went back to the vault and there was a pistol. I'm like, how did I not see that before?
Yeah, he just ran out of ammo.
Yeah, no, this is
I didn't even get the pistol. I was just out with my look. Come on,
Yeah.
come on.
So usually like tutorials, like you get them out of the way quickly, but there was no like vets tutorial.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like I just thought you'd shoot stuff. So I was trying to shoot the bugs for ages. Like
Yeah,
couldn't
not
hit
the way to
them.
go.
Yeah.
Just ran out of ammo, and then I just die for the next hour.
Yeah.
So like it's the game doesn't. It's
Which
not
is strange
easy to
because
start.
you played a some Fallout before,
Yeah.
and I had never. You know,
And you
I
didn't
was
find any
fine.
confusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like, and then I got to the town. It's like go off to
But it's all
the
about
first mission is you go to the town and you help out some
Yeah.
like some guys.
Yeah.
So I'm walking off there, got nothing, like just my bare hands, and I'm strolling off to this town, and then there's just a bunch of people having a gunfight. So I'm like, oh, maybe I can go talk to one of them, and then I'm dead, and I'm like,
Why are they so red and
Because-
vicious looking?
because
Yeah.
the thing was, I went down. There's two streets.
Yeah.
One street you walk down, and then it goes into like a cutscene, and the guy tells you to come inside.
Yeah.
If you go down the other street, it doesn't do that. and Everyone just shoots you.
You're not meant to go down there.
Have you-
Like,
Oh no.
The idea is that you don't have enough weaponry to take them on, so don't approach them.
but I wouldn't have. You had to approach them anyway down the other street.
Oh, right, so it's the same thing, but
Yeah.
it's from a different angle.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You
like,
should
Strange.
be able to become a raider, I feel. Like, you should be able to go in and be like,
That
I don't know
would
what's
be
going
cool.
on, and they're like, you should stick with us.
Yeah.
Like, the rest of these people
That
like, in
would
this
be
house,
interesting.
crazy.
I guess
One of
the
them's a
question is,
junkie mother.
Do you think Raider Group A gets along well with Raider Group B? I don't think they do. I don't
No,
think.
no,
So
they
even if you
don't.
did, so you could theoretically play as a
You
Raider.
are a
and just-
Raider.
yeah, you are a Raider.
Yeah.
You could go and you could
Yeah.
kill
True.
all the people you come across, good or bad.
Yeah.
one man.
You could
band,
play it that
one
way.
man band.
So the other things I didn't understand
Oh,
right off
posse.
the bat was I didn't know how to use the leveling up system stars.
Yeah, that
I
was-
just keep putting stars into other stuff at the base level.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
did
I
Didn't
I.
realise you could go down and get
That's
perfect.
exactly what I
did
did.
it.
And I feel I've really started the game on a back foot doing
Same,
that. Because
same.
now I've got like, because I was like, I want my guy to be intelligent. So I just like, do 10 stars into intelligence. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this has done nothing for me. But this has done
Yeah.
nothing but waste points. Like, I can't do anything now. And like,
To be
it's like,
fair, you will be leveling up way quicker.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, because you get more XP by having intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of like, there's so many perks I could have had
Yeah.
ages ago.
Yeah, the hacked
That
in the
is-
terminal.
And I just
all
have a
that
crap
kind
load
of
of
fun
charisma and no perks.
Right.
I've got the local leader one now. I finally
Yeah.
clicked, but yeah.
Yeah.
But then even to use the local leader one, you have to like find a farm or a town that has at least someone that's not doing
Yes.
anything that you
Yeah.
actually get to wander to the
Yeah.
other place.
That's
Right.
right.
Like
True.
so it's yeah,
It's
and
nice.
like I had to look that up. That don't tell you that.
Oh, yeah,
Did I
yeah.
look that up?
I did look that up as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, you would have stumbled across it.
Yeah. You wouldn't know what it did.
No.
Yeah.
That never tells you what that does.
No, that's right. That's right.
This is my main reason actually for doing the story and not doing crafting, because I know how to do the story and play the game. I
Right.
don't know how to craft. And I tried to do the first couple of quests that you guys were doing to get your town sorted and everything. I was like, you guys can starve.
I went back to that
Okay.
little. I went back to Sanctuary where your original house was, and you can like level entire buildings, right? And just leave the
Yeah,
footprint
yeah.
of them.
It's the best.
So I'm like, cool, level,
Yeah.
level. Let's build a place. And like none of the walls were lining up.
Yeah.
You're
and I was
mad
just
at it
kinda
because my
like-
place is pristine and everything's freaking beautiful.
And so I just went nah.
You
and
did
I-
not
and-
play enough Sims.
and I and I came back to building later on. So once you helped out Preston and the Minutemen and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, where do you go from there? Because the options from that point are go to Diamond City and follow the story, or it's go anywhere, or go to the Sanctuary with them. Where did you go from that point?
I keep doing the Minutemen quests.
So you followed Preston back to Sanctuary.
Yes.
Yeah, we met to Sanctuary. Then he was like, "Go help out the farm on your left, because they've got a raider
Right.
problem. Like the minute they've asked for Minutemen help.
Yeah.
So I went and helped them, and then they were like, "Oh, sweet, you can live here if you want." And I'm like, "Not really. I don't." want to."
Whereas
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I might spend the
Have
rest
my
of my
daughter.
days
No, no,
living
no.
here.
And then I went to the other farm, which is like on the right,
Mm.
and they were like, someone shot up our daughter and stole their locket. So we got the
Yeah.
locket.
Oh, right.
I-
Yeah.
I already had the locket
Oh, really?
by the time they asked
Oh,
me to go
really?
do that. So I
Yeah.
was like, there you go.
Huh.
He's like, find the locket. Then there's just XP popped up, and they're like, thank you for that. I was like,
That was
okay,
easy.
and so it was really easy.
So then I did that one, and then I kind of my like little Minutemen club is growing. And then I did some other ones. So I've just been helping out the Minutemen.
Right.
And I finally then just stumbled onto that radio station there. It's from the Steel people.
Oh yeah.
What are they called?
Oh, the
Steel.
Steel.
Yeah.
And they were like, and I wasn't really following what
At
this.
the police
It
station.
was like Paladin Dance.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's like,
Dance.
come help me do some rubbish. And I wasn't really listening.
Come help me do some
And
rubbish.
then,
It's pretty much what the game should be.
Take
called.
out the trash.
And then all of a sudden I kind of found myself into a story, like for the first time. Like there was the, so the game has, this might be a spoiler, but the game has these artificial human robot people in it.
Yeah.
Which are a bit of controversy
That is a
around
spoiler.
Yeah.
Boston, yeah.
Oh,
And it was like,
I knew nothing about
Sure.
that.
I
I
don't know.
At the beginning of the game,
So-
beginning,
so that's the first time I kind of stumbled into that story. So, and then from
it's
there,
30 minutes in.
it was not.
If you go to Diamond City directly, it's
Ah.
30
Oh,
minutes
right,
in.
right. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
None of us did that.
No one-
Yeah, no, yeah.
No, so I've been just kind of doing the game as I feel the character wants to do it.
Yeah.
But that's not true. The character wants to find a
No,
son.
my character doesn't. He doesn't give a shit about his son. He got out of the vault. He got out of the
But that's
vault
what
and
you
he's like
decided,
having
not
a
the
good
character.
How can he talks to people? He's like, oh yeah, have you seen my son? Oh, you need some help with farming.
And
Okay.
you've decided to ask them if they need help for farming.
Yeah, oh, I don't know, man.
You could have just said, fuck you farming, I'm off to find my
If he
son.
doesn't do that, there's no
No,
option
you
for that.
don't. You decide.
Yeah.
You're choosing for
There's
him.
little.
But
There's
yeah, I
little-
was caring a lot about his son.
Exactly. Does your character care about his son?
My character
Oh,
kind of did for a while there, but at the same time they were like, yeah, let's just keep moving on.
Your
to the next
character's
point.
got ADD or something.
My
yeah.
character's more interested in, kind of spoiler alert, the Institute.
Right,
My
yeah,
character's
yeah,
more
yeah.
interested in what the hell is the Institute.
Yeah.
And he did kind of care about his son, but once he finally finds a way to do something with the Institute,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, what?
My
Okay,
character's just
okay.
like, we're going to build this massive mansion and hope
Yeah.
our son comes to us.
I
Yeah.
don't want to spoil it for you guys, I really don't
Yeah,
want
no,
to
fair enough, fair enough.
Let's talk about something actually interesting with settlements. So there's two interesting things. The first thing is your settlement people are rubbish. They can't feed themselves. They don't know how to make beds.
What
Why do
about
you know
that-
how to make a
And what
bed?
about that depressed guy that's
Look at
like,
that.
I'm going to try and do something.
And these
I
two
don't
put him
hate
in
the
charge of
first guy.
defense.
yeah, I'm in charge of defense.
Which depressed guy?
He's like, I think his name's like Jung Yao. Or
Oh,
like
that guy.
yeah,
No, I'm
he's
just.
like,
He's no use. I haven't let him do anything.
he's so sad.
I've got my settlers, the actual guys that are, hey, thanks for living. Yep, sweet, onto defences. There
He
you
used to
go.
hang with grandma.
I
and
kind
all
of
that.
figured that I don't really care if he dies.
Yeah.
So I put him in defense.
Oh right, so that's he's your sacrifice. The first line.
Yeah.
There's so much you could be doing. Like, I haven't armed any of them or given them any armor or anything. Like,
Yeah.
You're so mean.
Well, I gave them armour and their clothes came off. So I just had like naked, well, underwear guys with armour, like bondage
Yeah.
settlers.
I guess that's kind of.
Welcome.
Yeah, come on in!
Have
No,
they ever
no,
seen
no, no, no,
things?
It's
Sorry,
good.
thanks.
It's good. That's what you need for
Oh.
defense. Hey, actually, he's on like the gates to the thing as well. So he's like the
This
bridge
is
over
the
to
interesting
Sanctuary.
thing.
He's just like waiting there with no
Everyone
clothes.
made the defense by the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me.
But that's,
Yeah.
what that's the one
Yeah.
entryway.
I
the
know.
way
This is why I'm not a
radiated water.
military person, right? Because what I did was I made a house with a fence, and then I put the defense on the outsides of the thing. Like, it's like.
What about people coming into
Yeah,
the
what
city?
about the other
I don't
houses?
care about the other
Like,
Just
houses.
the mayor's house.
I
That's
do
where
not
I live,
care.
yeah.
So you kind of went to the point where you could decide, and then you just went to Sanctuary, and you've just kind of been bumming about for a
I've
bit.
done mostly side quests. Like, I've always been doing quests. I haven't been bumming around.
Right, okay.
But I've been
So you
doing
mean building?
side
You
quests.
mean focus on
No, I haven't
building?
built anything.
Just side quests, and
Just
you've
side
only
quests.
just gone to Diamond City. About how many hours in?
I'm probably like, I'm probably 10 hours.
Cool. So you took a different path. You went, you helped Preston
Yeah.
and the Minutemen,
Yeah.
and they said, "Come meet us up at Sanctuary." And you went, "No,
I
no,
went to
no."
Preston, I gave them all beds, and then they asked for food. And I'm like,
Oh, so you
you
did-
guys are
So
useless.
you did actually disappear for a bit
yeah,
up to
for
Sanctuary.
a
to help
tiny
them out.
little bit, yeah. And then my little power armor ran out. We'll talk about power armor and a death claw in a bit. But yeah, my power armor ran out. I just left it in the town. And I was like,
Yeah.
these guys are useless. They're screw them.
And so you were straight off the
Yeah,
Diamond City.
straight off to Diamond
Even
City.
though all the
I
little
did.
things popping up on
I
your
did
radar.
stop. Yeah, I did. I stopped with Paladin Dance, and I stopped with the
That's
with
like middle
the-
of nowhere. That's like
No, it's on the way to Diamond City. It's halfway to
Oh,
Diamond
okay.
City. So I stopped with Paladin Dance, and I was like, "You got power armor. You're cool. I like you." And
Yeah, yeah.
Steel, and having fun with that.
Okay.
Went and killed a bunch of
He
synths.
seems
It was
to know
really
what's
funny.
up.
Yeah, and then he was like, "You should stick with us and do some cool stuff." I was like, "You know what? I want to find my son. I want to find my
Oh,
son."
wow.
Not-
See,
But this is
character
again, this is not because my character cared about my son. It was because I knew that I wanted to finish the story, and I
Mm.
knew that I had to go and find my son to make that happen.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
like, "You're a means to an end, son."
Yeah, yeah.
Sonny boy. So I went up to Diamond City. You know, at every corner, the game does go, "Hey, just stop looking for your son. Just do something else."
Yeah, big
Because
time.
you get to Diamond City and Piper's like, hey, stories, yeah? And the mayor's like, "Oh, I'm dodgy. Yeah, you want to investigate me, yeah?"
Yeah.
And you're like,
I've already robbed him. Yeah.
The mayor's
I
done.
stole
Yeah.
some Peter's house,
I've like taken just little bits and pieces from people in Diamond City. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh hey, I'm just gonna go upstairs, see what's upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Taking the
They
bobby
can't
pins.
see
There we
you.
go.
Now there's no karma system.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was
Which
like,
yeah.
I was looking at the mayor's office, and he's got like a computer that's locked in like a safe and stuff.
Yeah.
And like he's in the building, like walks through different rooms, and I was like, this seems like a puzzle.
You can
So
go,
I
you can
like
go
shut him in the
yeah.
rooms, and I'll be like, unhack the computer.
That's
There you
cool.
go.
I
Yeah.
didn't really want his stuff, and I was like, it's a challenge.
Close the door behind them.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
have a good day.
He's got guards wandering around, so you have to go in between him and the guards.
Oh,
That's cool.
That is pretty.
And then I was like, man, I got the key to his house. So I went to his house, and I like unlocked it, and I was like, man, there'll be some cool stuff in there. He sleeps there.
That's
Found
about
his
it.
stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting the way that the game can make some really important things seem not that important, and it can make some really like
Yeah.
you think
Yeah.
that some really not
Yeah.
important things are
Yeah.
Well, I thought I was doing the main quest for a while,
Yeah.
and I realised I wasn't. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
like yeah, it does a really good job of that, I guess.
So you got to Diamond City and you've just been basically following the story.
Following the
since.
main story,
So that's
yeah,
been
yeah,
your kind
yeah.
of plan of attack is just
Yeah.
get through the main story.
It leaves Diamond City pretty quickly. There's a lot of stuff.
Isn't it
happening in Diamond
tempting
City.
seeing all those things?
It is
pass
very
you on that
tempting,
radar?
and but like my thought process isn't, oh, you know, this is my game. I've got to go do all the things. My thought process is, with this game, I'm going to finish the story. Next game, I know all the different things that I can do, and
Yeah.
I can make a better informed decision of how I start out, and I'm going to do lots of
Yeah.
stuff. So
That's
I'm going to make a story game, a settler game, and a side quest game.
Yeah,
So that's interesting to go into, because I'm going to this game saying I'm going to play this game once.
Yeah, same.
Same
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
literally. It's only going
And
to
normally I would say that,
Yeah.
but with Fallout 4, it's got me so passionate. I've met so many passionate people about Fallout 4, so that might be a bit of a factor changer actually as well.
And so you're 15, 16 hours in, and you reckon
Yeah.
you're pretty much
I'm-
close to the end?
Yeah, I'm on what I think is going to be the last quest
Yeah.
because it mirrors very much some of the last quests in Fallout 3.
Right.
And to be honest, it's like a death story after that. That's kind of weird. So.
Yeah. I think in the last podcast we discussed like running through a game as fast as you could. Could you get
Yeah.
it done in 3-4 hours?
I think there is a chance to do it if you knew what you're doing. You go full charisma and you go to the right places.
Yeah, yeah.
I got stuck in a lot of areas. I
Yeah.
got stuck in a lot of areas. A lot of do I go upstairs or downstairs to follow this thing?
Right.
So I can't tell. I think if I wanted to speedrun it, probably 6 or 7 for me.
Sure.
Like if I'm really trying, I don't really know. I'd have to try it out. But I will report back on this. I am going to give it a go.
I think a speedrun would be
see.
pretty cool.
I was going to go just for that main story.
Yeah.
Because there are little shortcuts. Like I could have finished it a lot earlier than I did.
Right.
But I struggled with the decision later in the game
Mm.
where I was kind of helping out 2 opposing factions at the same time, and I just took a stance and went, I'm going to stick with them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I would take the game in a different way. When I first picked it up, I was like, okay, I'm going to go as like you did. Like I want to be the character. I want to do what the character would do. And when I first came out of the vault, I was like, right, off to find my son. But I've kind of gotten really into it. Like I feel that the character, by the point an hour or 2 in, he realised the state of the world, and my character has given up hope of his son even being alive.
Yeah, good stuff.
And so he's kind of lost in just experiencing what this new world is.
Yeah.
And so by the time I got told I can go to Diamond City to look for more clues about my son, or I can go back to the Sanctuary, my guy kind of realised, you know what, my son's probably dead.
Yeah.
I'm going to go where there's actual people I can hang out with and help them create a life, which just happened to be where my home was originally.
It's very beautiful.
And once he's helped them out, he started spotting things off in the distance and wanting to investigate a bit further. This game has gotten me way more into the environment than any other game.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go out and find bits and pieces. There's a crashed, airplane, like a 747 at one point as well.
Yeah.
What's survived in there? You've got these skeletons that are 200 years old. They haven't arrived recently. They've been there for the time that he was in the vault. And what almost ruins the game for me is finding populated areas.
Right.
It's kind of like, oh, there's actually
Yeah, it's not bad.
people living over
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
and there's people living over here. By the time I got to Diamond City, finally, like after 26 hours, after weeks of time for this guy, he's finally gone, you know what? I've had a really good look around this area that I'm in at the moment. I'm going to go to Diamond City and just see if there's anything there. And he's shown up, and no one knows anything about his son. And so it's kind of like, it's just, for me, it's solidifying for the fact that this guy, his son could be dead by now. Now, my way of looking at it, I think there's some twist where because he does get frozen again,
Yeah.
and maybe some extra times pass, so his son may be older than he expects. But my guy is more about now trying to find his place in this new world. So I'm gone right into, like, I'm mentally in this game now, really bought into the game.
Have you ever considered, like, I'm just thinking about, like, kind of predicting where the story might go. I don't want you to say anything here because you're right in front of us. Their vault, where they were all frozen,
Yeah.
maybe that was with the start of the artificial humans.
And
Yeah,
so
so
you reckon-
maybe you're not human.
You could be a synth already.
It could be.
Could be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Although, I would like to think that if that was true, they'd be showing some hints for it, like in his vision or something like that. Something more digital.
Vats.
Like, well, maybe he's not using VATS. Maybe he's using an internal
Well,
system. You never actually see it on his arm. So
There was a
possibly.
comment made when they take your son,
Yeah.
when they say, if this doesn't work out, we'll come back for that one.
Yeah, we'll come back to
she's the
this,
backup.
Yeah.
So maybe they were taking those people to
Yeah,
make into
yeah.
synths.
But then your character did emerge from that.
Yeah, so maybe they didn't come back from.
Yeah,
but maybe
yeah.
all your other Vault people
Yeah, absolutely.
could all be
Yeah.
the first lot of synths.
That could have been, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, you people who are up to where I am, you know. We know. This is fun. This is really fun.
So for me, instead of it was also like quest for me. It was about exploring and finding stuff. And my guy is just like picks up anything, and he's constantly.
Yeah, I
open-handed.
actually hate the junk system.
I just hate the weight.
Yeah.
the weight system
That's
is
the-
difficult
that's the
for
problem
the
I
system, yeah.
I think that as soon as you store it as junk, it should just go and turn into the things.
Yeah.
This
Like-
new Pokemon has gone to the PC.
I like the crafting system in The Last of Us, where you'd only
Right.
find things that were relevant.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, I find that much more useful. Like having check my inventory. Yeah, 8 disc fans mean I can make like.
Yeah, copper. You need the copper. You
but
need
like
the
as soon as
copper.
you pick it up, it should just be like copper. Like you should
Oh,
find a
right,
disc fan
right.
and then it
But
should give
I
you 2
got a
copper.
disc fan and took it back to my house.
And that's,
put it on my
that's
thing.
exactly right.
Yeah.
There are
And
some
I
things
know,
you want to
yeah.
decorate your house
Yeah.
with.
It's real weird.
And
I've
also,
thought that as well. Like
Yeah.
picture frames. I'm like,
Yeah.
I
I'm
take
taking
things,
that.
and I pick up toys, and they're just like plastic and rubbish, but I like the toys.
Oh,
so I
I've
take
always
them.
wondered what those were for.
I've got like 5 of the Luna monkeys.
Yeah.
The big soft toy Luna monkeys.
Oh,
And when I
yeah,
did
yeah.
Paladin Dance, when I did that first issue
Dance.
with Paladin Dance, it was really interesting because I was already carrying all the stuff, and then I went into that,
Oh,
that
yeah,
first place, and I had to like
yeah,
load my
yeah,
dog up,
yeah.
and I was fully
Yeah.
full, and
Yeah.
every time I picked something up, I'd have to drop something in, and in the end I was like, I can't take
And that
toys.
junk cannon weighs
That's
a
true.
ton.
Yeah, I
yeah.
got it and
Yeah.
I just turfed it. I put it off to the side. I don't need it.
Oh, really?
I don't need it.
Yeah.
Because I want the junk. I don't want to be shooting at people.
do note that every item in the game is used for something it is. Nothing in the ice in
Yeah.
the game is junk. So that
Yeah.
disc fan, you can actually there's a weapon modification which you can use to create like
Oh,
a sort
wow.
of laser dish thing.
Does it
which
require a disc fan?
It does require a disc fan, not the
Oh,
items
weird.
made out of disc.
I didn't know that. That's pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so it's
I didn't know
annoying.
that. I
It
didn't know
really
that. It must
is.
have been in a trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to avoid things. Like I would spend loads of time. I used to ignore everything in the environment now, and I just spend time specifically. Let's spend an hour in game where I fast travel between locations and just pick everything up. And
Right.
straight
I see
away.
clips online and I can never tell if they're like mods or they're like actual things in the game. Like someone had like this explosive teddy bear launcher. And I was like, is that a mod or is that an actual
Oh, you're
That
be
might
honest.
be I don't
Teddy
know.
bears seem to do a lot of things.
There's a John Cena grenade launcher actually. which is
Yeah,
great.
that's the one that
Yeah.
I saw. Like I had the John
Is it a mod?
He fires, yeah,
It's
it's
like-
a mod. He fires the nuke and he replaced the nuke sound with John Cena, and then it goes. It's
That's
great.
amazing.
Oh my god.
So how did you attack it?
So I attacked it probably in a very similar way to how you did, except I'm a little bit behind you. So I knew I wanted to be a charismatic character, so I put all of my points, including points I should have been putting into perks into charisma, which was kind of a pain, but it worked out okay for me. I am a hoarder, so I collected everything right from the get-go. I think that's why I had so
Yeah.
many weapons coming out of the vault, and I knew about VATS, and I knew I wanted to use it because I'm like not very good at shooters anyway. So especially when trying to kill little flying bugs, I was like definitely going to use VATS, conserve all my ammo. That was great. Had a hilarious time up against the Deathclaw where I didn't understand a lot of things about the game, but I did really quickly. And then got back to Sanctuary. Trashed a whole bunch of stuff.
Right.
Realized
Pulled
what
down
I
the
could
houses.
do. Yeah.
Do it,
Realized
yeah.
what I could do with the workshop and building things,
Mm.
and turned into a Sims addict and spent hours there.
It's got to be scary being a settler, watching this person walk up to a fully built house and you look at it and then go,
Yeah.
I was sitting there going, surely God's looking for his son.
Well, I had one of those settlers when I was in Sanctuary
Yes.
come up to me and goes, "It's a sad thing that was happening to your son." And
Like,
I was
yeah.
like, "Oh shit!
you know what?
Oh yeah, that's right."
I'm supposed to care about my
Yeah.
I
life.
spent the last 8 months building a house.
For someone else to live in.
It looks good.
Oh no, I very much see it as my house.
But see, do the
Yeah.
settlers sleep in your bed? Because I swear
No.
to God, they can just like sleep in your. You're like,
No,
what?
so what I did was I built all the beds for the people.
Yeah.
And then I made a bed that was supposed to be my bed and they were using it. And
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's alright. I'm fine
They're
with
dead
it.
now.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. But then I actually started building like a new story, and now I've got like a watch tower top, and now I've got another room which they don't seem to go in. They only seem to
Right.
sleep in the
So I gave him
edge.
beds in all the other surrounding houses.
Yeah, someone else has told me that they did this, and I find it really weird because it's not safe.
Why not?
Like, because I'm in like this
Well,
gilded.
yeah, because you don't have any defences outside of your one house.
Anyway, so I have my own room, yeah, and I have like a magazine rack, and I display my bubbles,
So
and
you-
like, I have chests for
Well
like
done.
separating stuff out, and it's like all very organized.
Have you gotten to Diamond City?
No, I'm about to get there.
Yeah.
Mm.
So your time has been spent building.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And some
basically,
side
yeah,
quests.
Yeah, and so I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy building. It's really fun. But yeah, now it's time for me to go and do some
Yeah.
stuff.
What did we all do with Sean's cart?
Oh, so I'm
Oh,
really
it's still
pissed
there.
about
I'm
this.
I
still
just
there.
trashed
I
it.
trashed
I
it
just
too.
traced it as well. Yeah. I went straight in and went, oh, that's really sad.
No, because my character thinks his son's dead. This is the only
Yeah,
time.
my character,
his son
character
dead.
is also, he's got all his
Apparently
life.
something happens if you straighten the cart. Is that why you asked?
No, there's
There's
something
something
under it. There's a special
Ah.
magazine that you
Oh, I
can
think
get
I got
extra
that.
points.
Yeah, yeah.
Grogneck?
Yeah.
I know. You actually get a one
Yeah.
level up for anything.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's the first thing I put into the wrong category. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Straight onto intelligence.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I had
Charisma,
or
more of
something.
it, please. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, I could have got a perk.
Mm.
So speaking about your obsession with the building, have we all created a settlement?
Yes, I have one settlement and everything is there.
Right.
And it's
What do you mean created a settlement?
Have you basically started fortifying
Built up.
one of the
I see.
many settlements that you can?
I'm keeping all my settlements up to date to the bare minimum.
Right. Did
So
you know,
they've
did you
all got
know
defense.
that defense needs to be higher than food and water combined?
No.
That if it's lower than that, then you'll get raiders and stuff coming to you.
Ah,
But if
that
it's
makes sense.
higher, then you won't get attacked.
Oh, cool.
Well, not never, but you'll get less
Less,
less
yeah.
attacks.
I just make sure everything's green.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. If the
Ah.
defense is not higher than adding
I'm
food
with
and
you.
water.
Just do everything green. Just make
Yeah.
it fine. Yeah.
Interesting.
But now I've got now there's like 5 settlements. I'm like, well, why am I in charge of like?
Why me?
You're just a random house person.
I know I'm the
you're
local
something
leader,
populous.
but I can be the local leader of one place. Like,
Well, you can choose
why
to do
can't
that.
you all move in together?
I've done that.
Why can't you
I've
find
only cared
yourself?
about one of them.
Can you send them to all to the same place?
Oh,
No.
no.
Because it's like we'd all be much better. as a
Companions
society.
can.
Put them all in the same
I'm
house.
also, it's also, I find a Diamond City a really weird place because there's like, it's a city and it's like big and fortified. There's only like 8 people living there.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
There's a good first
Yeah,
tree.
that's there.
There's quite a few.
See,
More than
lots.
8.
You're probably there at night time when they're all asleep.
yeah, I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe there's
But
a.
there
I
are
don't
quite
like
a few.
doing anything at night. I go back to my house and
Really? Oh, I love it. I love it. I normally go out at night, just have a
Yeah,
good
me
look
too.
I
around.
don't like it. It's scary.
Well,
I won't go into like underground things or anything like that,
yeah.
or into like buildings, but I'll have a little bit
I
of
go
underground.
sleep.
Did you change the control layout?
You can change it.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I thought the control layout was really bad. I changed it one.
Yeah, I don't know why you thought this. It's
Yeah.
strange.
Like, I
That's a
thought,
really
like,
weird thing to do.
put crouch on circle. Why was crouch something
You
weird?
Oh,
mean
yeah.
sick?
So these guys are all
Yeah.
PS4.
I
Oh,
was
this
looking
is
at
PC.
it right,
Oh no, he was
yeah.
PC.
I was PC, but I was using an Xbox 360
Oh,
controller.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, sneaky.
The circle did something weird. It was like,
So was your book?
yeah.
So yeah, so it was Bitboy.
Now.
Oh, I thought you
made
said
it
it was
options
change
button.
view.
Options
Yeah,
button.
yeah,
Yeah.
Start.
Yeah.
Start for
Yeah,
options.
That's,
Well,
And my
it's-
options button is Pip-Boy now.
that's weird. You're weird. I'm sorry.
So
So it
start
brings up all
with-
the menu and the map and stuff.
Just
It's
circle.
weird.
Nah,
That's,
that's weird.
that's weird. That's
No, I just changed it all.
It's cool that you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
We can actually remap anything on PlayStation.
What colours? What
Like,
colours
in the
do you
system
like?
settings.
it's just green because it reminds me of
No.
like my
You can
Apple-
change the colour.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can change
It's
the
the
colour.
best.
If in the
Mine's
settings
purple.
that you moved onto a different button,
Yeah, that's the map, I think.
Yeah, probably never gonna get there now.
the
Yeah.
because it reminds me of like an Apple II computer that I had when I was
Oh, yeah.
much younger, which was
Okay.
black with green everything.
Oh,
Those
that's
are two
cool.
colours, black and green.
Wow.
So every time I look, I use
Oh,
it.
yeah.
There's no way that could be any other colour to me. That has to be green.
Right.
Yeah.
Mine's purple.
What do you think of the characters in the game?
Oh, we're just gonna skip past the settlement stuff. I think that's cool. Fine. Let's talk about
Settlement
it.
stuff.
Not really.
We can talk about Raven Cinnamon.
Wait, we haven't talked about Theo settlement.
No, Theo doesn't have one.
I booked it and trashed everything and then got bored. So my settlement is empty and
Yeah, yeah.
all the houses and all
That's
the
so
items that I could
sad.
trash, I did trash.
So
And then I left them
So
to
you
rot.
you just went, thank you very much, and just took everything you could.
I didn't even take it, I just left it in the workshop. I was like, you know what? Here's your resources. Take care of yourself.
You
And
can't
Preston's like,
survive.
I don't know how to build anything.
There's a one that just came with stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did make that defense outside the gate. I was like, this looks cool, and I did the opposite of him, which was really funny.
Yeah.
He had two big ones and a little
Yeah.
one, and I had two little ones and a big one.
Oh, right. Man, because when you leave Sanctuary and you go to Red Rocket, I was like, that was the first place
Yeah.
where you really go to, and it has like a power armor stand and a few
Yeah.
like workbenches and all the different
I
pieces.
just noticed any of
And
that.
I was like,
Plays everything. Yeah.
this is my home. I play and I had used the bed, and I was like, this is the place that I'm going to build up. Sanctuary's already got like a bunch of people. I've put some basic stuff there, and I've built a perimeter fence right to the point where it touches all the
Yeah.
green of the outside.
Yeah.
3 gates into it, a guard tower with a guard on top and a turret. There's a fenced off crop area with a Brahmin trough so I can make sure my cattle's in there. Water, and I've started putting lights up and around.
This is
It's
this is what I've
amazing.
done at Sanctuary.
It's fantastic.
Crazy.
Mine is fantastic.
Mine is more fantastic,
Ooh,
probably.
that sounds like a competition that we need to do.
You need to take snapshots
Yeah,
side by side.
we can do some video and
Yeah.
upload that. People can,
We'll
you
do
can
full
tell
out
us
groups,
who's
full out
the
groups.
best.
Full out ribs.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. Fantastic.
But let's
Good
talk
apps.
about characters.
Oh, yeah, characters.
Characters.
Yeah.
I still have dog meat as my
Your
companion.
buddies. Yeah.
So I can't give up dog meat, and even though I know lots of people have said that whoever might be better and better at attacking and whatnot, but you just look at his little face and he's got goggles and a bandana,
Yeah.
and I can't.
Oh, you've got goggles and a bandana on.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It's very cute.
You guys have not walked into areas with traps.
I
That is
have.
not a dog meat friendly situation.
That was when I gave up on dogs.
That was
This is like-
I like the bit where he stands in the electricity and
Yeah,
just
that was
gets like,
funny. Yeah, that was.
and he's just taking it and he's like, yeah.
Yeah,
He's like, I
I'm
can't
sure
die,
that.
I'm immortal.
This only makes me stronger.
That's like some like raider like shoots him in the leg and he yelps for a bit and he's
Oh,
fine
the
again.
yelp
And it's like,
That is so
That's
sad.
like dog
So why would
meat.
you keep him as your companion?
I
You
know.
don't want the damage.
You don't want him out
I
and getting in trouble.
I know, and I'm
Build a
thinking.
doghouse at your sanctuary. It's like-
I like the fact I have an immortal dog. I'm like, bringing the
So you're
immortal
using dog meat.
I like
Yeah.
that he like grabs vulnerable parts of people. So
Oh.
like he kind of will like grab like the arms of wolves or whatever and like pull,
Yeah,
pull the
yeah,
fleshy
yeah.
parts
That's cool.
towards you. Yeah. And that makes it easier for me to shoot them. So anything that's gonna do that.
I felt really bad getting rid of dog meat because I
Yeah.
kind of felt the
Yeah.
game wanted me to have him around the whole time. I
Yeah.
thought the trailers made it look like I was
Yeah.
meant to have him the whole time.
Yeah.
He's the first one you meet when you show up at Red Rocket
Yeah.
petrol station. I was going like, all right, this is dog meat. And then when I started meeting others, I was like, oh,
See, I haven't met anyone yet.
oh
I've
god.
only got dog meat.
You immediately ditched dog.
Yeah.
On accident.
Jordan and I just lost dog meats.
And then
It's
I
right
couldn't
away.
find him because there's like, he was at Sanctuary somewhere, but there's like 4 different dog houses around.
Oh.
And he was out the back of some real weird house. And it took me ages to find him.
Yeah.
Like I even went back to my house and set up like a little house with a bowl out, and I just like waited for him to come back.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't come back, and I was like, he's somewhere weird.
And,
He's got himself lost.
and you have met one of the other companions.
Oh, only Cosworth,
Cosworth,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And so
Who
he
says your
thought that
name?
he could have
Yeah,
both.
yeah.
Did he say your name?
Yeah, he calls me
Doesn't say
Jordan.
my name.
Says Reagan.
He I feel like it's weird taking the kitchen appliance around with me though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flamethrower.
You immediately, when Cosworth asked you to be your companion, you were like, yep. And like you thought you were going to be able to have both of them.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
We're like, yeah, we'll get a gang and we'll go around.
Yeah.
Like,
You were just
why
like
don't
18
we do
people.
that? Why can't he come with me?
A
Like,
group of raiders. Make your own
No,
group
well,
of
yeah,
raiders.
no,
the dog and
never
the
worked out, yeah.
dog and the dishwasher don't get on, so they can't be together. Like, let's send it. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna flamethrower your dog.
Have we
Oh god.
have we met your companion?
Yeah.
How'd you do that in
Oh, no.
synchronicity?
That's
You-
going to
um,
sound great. It's steering.
I've had the same problem. I had the same problem with dog meat. I lost dog meat, but all my companions have this tendency just to leave me. Nobody wants to stay with me because all the companions. There are certain points in the game where they're like, "I'm gonna stay here. and
Well, they don't
just
want to go with you.
Yeah.
well, no, they've received another task to do
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the way of you doing stuff. And so I've had a couple of people. So I worked with a detective dude
Valentine?
for a while. Yeah, I worked with him for a very long time. And there's a quest with him and Dogman, and I was like, hey, I've got 2 companions. That's cool.
Yeah.
And so I thought I was important, but no, they disappeared pretty quick. And then something happens with him where I'm just like, I'm not gonna trust you anymore. We'll find out about that. So and then I very early on I made friends with Paladin Dance.
Can he be a companion?
Huh?
Can he be a companion?
He can
You
be a
basically
companion,
killed everything
but
in
later
the
on,
conversation
because you go and join.
Did you flamethrower him of the jet thing?
Oh no!
Did you?
Yeah,
you did.
I-
Oh no.
So he's
terrible.
like in that mission, you go downstairs and he's
Into
fighting
Archie,
off like
yeah,
a bunch
yeah.
of different robots in this room, and there's a button on this control
Oh
that
yes,
fires up the
yeah.
fires
Yeah.
up the
Yeah.
rocket, and it just goes and just takes out all the robots and burns them to like he's
A
certainly
crisp,
like
yeah.
burned to a crisp.
Oh,
But like,
I think about
he
3
survives.
times.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he survives. He doesn't care. He's like, oh, that was weird, and I was like, yeah, who did that?
Whoa.
Who did
How
that?
did that turn on?
Well, just a
weird.
weird button. And I was like, oh shit.
But fancy
You
that.
better get out of there, mate.
You're
Oh,
That looks hot.
No, I didn't do
Yeah.
that.
You can get a
Yeah.
companion for Dogmeat. You can get another dog.
What?
You can get there's a guy walking around selling dogs.
What?
And you can buy another dog to hang out with Dogmeat.
That's
Oh,
pretty
I
cool.
want this. I'm
That's
just
very
gonna
sweet.
have a puppy house and I'm never gonna
Because
leave.
I found the guy and I was like, oh, I can't afford this right now. He'll be back. He'll be back. And he's supposed he
Adventure is out
just
there.
wanders the wastelands selling dogs.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna buy one.
But you have to find him. He's never at a specific point.
Gonna turn into that guy from Up who just got all the dogs on his blimp.
Yeah.
So-
Sweet, yeah.
So out of all the kind of you meet more characters than us, out of all the characters that I've met, I haven't really cared about any of them.
Oh, I like my one. My one's given me reason to care about mine. I've got another robot like.
Oh, your companion.
You're my companion.
Oh yeah.
I've got a female robot called Curie,
Oh,
who is from Vault 81.
that's pretty cool.
And so she's just like, I want to learn more about the world because she's been locked away for 200 years and she wants never seen outside.
Is she like a protector or is she a Sith?
No, she looks like Cosworth.
Oh,
She
right,
looks
right,
exactly like
Someone
Cosworth.
else is
She's a Mr.
destroyed.
Handy.
Yeah, but she's a scientist. She's a scientist robot. So she's wanting to learn more about the world, and she comes on adventures with you. And like, if you kill someone and start taking their stuff, she's like, "Shouldn't we be putting this into evidence bags?" I was like, "That's cute." I'm taking this. I'm taking this. But she's just recently
Does
voiced
she
the
not like
concern.
you taking things?
No, she
Because
doesn't
I've
mind
noticed
that.
that some of the companions are like and dislike.
Yeah, she doesn't mind about that. She likes when I help people though.
Right.
But she's just recently divulged that she wants to be put into a human body.
Oh.
She wants to be uploaded into a human body.
Oh, can you
And
do
so
that
I-
as a quest?
Yes, so I need to. So one of my quests at some point is to find a neurosurgeon that can put her into a human body.
Oh wow.
So I'm really
that's,
looking
that's
forward
awesome.
to. Yeah,
Like,
that's
that-
really
that's
cool.
the part of the game that's missing for me at the moment.
Yeah.
I
You
haven't
need to
formed
find
an
that.
attachment with anyone, and
Right.
the only person I'm in it for is myself at the moment.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I want from life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the reason that other role-playing games like Mass Effect are just so good because you start to care about these characters.
There are a lot of good characters
Yeah,
out there
there
that
are.
you will care about.
and you want to finish their story and learn where they go. I mean, Mass Effect 2 was the pinnacle of that. Like you would have these characters that all had their separate storylines throughout the missions, and that's really awesome. That's where Mass Effect 3 fell down a bit as well. You didn't really have that same kind of attachment. But yeah, there's none of that yet, so I'm excited about meeting people.
You will.
that I
You will
can
meet some
be
characters
attached
you
to.
will
Persevere.
enjoy.
So at the moment, it's like boring farmer number 1,
Yeah.
boring
yeah.
farmer number
That's
2.
right.
Like
Dead boring
Yeah.
farmer number 3.
Explore more
Spice it up.
places is all I can say. You will come
Yeah.
across a lot of characters that you can utilize.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Are you a Futurama fan?
Yes.
It sounded like a Scruffy and Bucket kind of situation that
Yeah.
you've got going on there.
A little bit. Yeah.
Oh,
you, Scruffy? It will work.
that's the best.
yeah, you guys might end up in a relationship. It's like
You can probably romance it
If
when
I-
you get to the Sith
If
end.
you move into a human body, maybe. There's no romancing in the game.
There is.
There is.
You can.
Yeah.
You can romance. And even at full charisma, the very last romance option for every character that I've come across is always red. So it's always a gamble.
Oh wow, that's
Maybe
cool.
Just
the
like
world loves
real.
you.
Hey.
It's like real.
Because Curie's pretty cool. Got a little French accent and everything. I'm happy about that one.
That's
Yeah.
a bit cute.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's pretty cool.
interesting.
Alright.
That about rounds off our thoughts, I guess, on
Yeah.
Fallout for today. But there
Loving
will,
it.
like I said, will be a year now video that you can check out, and if it is up when this goes up, I will link it below.
I'm
Otherwise,
sure.
keep an eye out.
We'll keep doing this.
Yeah.
as we
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like
Yeah,
it.
settlements.
Yeah,
We'll
none
do
of us
meet
are done with
the
the game by a
meet the
long shot,
companions.
so.
Yeah.
Right.